Awesome. So we have Theo, we have Suki, we have Ruxana. Someone trying to book for your session. We have Rohima, we have Rohana, we have Ralph, we have Paula, we have Mel, we have Kim, we have Javier. Well, we have Evelyn, we have Anita, we have Divina, nice. We have Chris, long time. Chris, nice to see you. We have Calvin. So we have Anna as well. Anna also joined the training a bit too fast. A lot of people who join the training too fast, you might not understand exactly what I'm trying to say today. But basically, you can see the stock market has been doing really, really crazy. The war has been doing crazy right now. With Iran bombing and then retaliating and and USA ceasefire. But when it comes to ceasefire, Israel was literally pumping all the bombs that you've never seen before in the first few hours of trying to cease fire. And, and Trump was getting really angry a little bit. Why are you bombing? Try your best to bomb in the first few hours when I say ceasefire is about to come. Um, Now just give me a second. Yeah. So with all these things going on at the moment, you can see every day when Trump trying to be. Thank you so much for everyone who's trying to send me the link. Kim, we have Evelyn, we have Theo. Nice, awesome. So yeah, what was I saying? So every day, you know, crazy things are going into the market right now. But as you can see, if I share my screen right now, well, no matter what happened to the economy, things always become better. So let's see. I'm gonna share my screen right now. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, no matter kind of what happened, this is why learning how to trade and invest is such a powerful and such an important skill because really no matter what happened, stocks, even though it's World War I, World War II, stocks just keep going higher and higher and higher and higher. Yeah, no matter what happened to the economy. Yeah. So that's kind of what happened. Stocks eventually just go higher and higher. So what does that mean? That means if you have bought stocks, during the extreme fail time. For those who don't understand the week two videos, we talk about, during the extreme fail time. You just bought that one time and then you continue to let it ride and you will continue to enjoy the fruits till today. A lot of testimonies that you see is actually people have actually go all in during this extreme fear time. They don't care about anything. They just went all in. Choose some really great stocks, some high growth stocks. These are the week four trading comes. They choose some really high growth stocks. Um, by looking at the guidance, earning guidance has been going up big time, and things just going nicer and nicer. Yeah, but some for those who have students who just joined, yeah, those who just joined in a few weeks' time, and the good news about the stock market is that it's a very, very emotional thing. The stock market is a very emotional thing. No matter what happened, it normally tends to come back down again. No matter what happened, normally tends to come back down again. A lot of people think, oh, nothing is gonna happen and stuff like that. But surprisingly, every there's always things that's happened to drive the stock to the place that we want, to giving you another chance, to get in big time. Yeah, it's very, 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 very common thing in because 100 years ago, fear is still here. So right now, people are still will you'll be feeling really fearful as well. Yeah, so the number one thing to be a successful trader investor, you want to write that down. The number one thing to being a successful trader investor it's actually being patient. This is it. It's actually being patient. What do you mean by being patient? This is it. It's not about how many activities that you do. It's not about how many news that you do. It's not about how many things that you do. It's actually just about being patient. Once you learn the strategies, once you know exactly what to do, it's just about being patient. Yeah. And once you're being patient, then you want to apply the strategies that we taught. Yeah. And so a lot of the times it's an emotional game. Yeah, trading and investing is actually an emotional game. Is that you have to conquer your fear. When times comes, you have to conquer your fear, you actually have to act. And the second emotional game is because everyone is very scared and you don't really know what exactly you're supposed to do. And everyone is really scared, everyone says it's a scam. That's why you actually have to take a leap of faith. That's where the most money is gonna make. World War I happened, people are scared. World War II happened, people are scared. This is internet bubble. This is a financial crisis. This is what? This is the um Corona crisis, all of that crisis going on when you are really fearful, that's where actually you should be acting. Yeah. The second part is that is being patient in the sense that you got to be disciplined, you know, and it's not easy to do so because human nature is to rush things. I want to rush things and stuff like that. I want to, rush things. I don't want to miss out on things. And the truth about some of the greatest trader investors around the world right now. They are not actually doing many things. All of these prices that's been driven up big time. It's all just manipulation. It's just eventually it's just gonna come back down. So it's about people who is willing to do the opposite of what most people do that's gonna have all these fruits. Yeah. But the good news is if you're on a week four training, if you watch it really carefully, we recommend some really powerful trades from time to time and using the powerful strategy that we taught. Yeah. So yes, even though the whole market went up, the whole market comes down, but if you use the correct strategy, you should be doing quite well as well. Like for example, we talk about last week, we talk about buy Manchester because the revenue was increasing quite big time. And and Manchester United, let's have a look. Some people do the homework of Manchester United. Some people still don't know how to do the homework. I mean, they don't know how to upload the homework. That's absolutely fine. Um, But the homework spreadsheet is on week four video. So you have to find the spreadsheet there and upload it there. So let's see if we can find Manchester United real quick. Just want to show you why our students bought that big time. Let's see. How do I? Hmm. Maybe we'll do that later. Yeah, maybe we'll find Manchester United later. But yeah, we talk about it sometimes as well. You can see the stock of Manchester United actually what happened. You know, if you've been, buying when we kind of recommended, which is using our powerful strategy, is went up really nicely just right there. Yeah, from 1.5 to around 1.9, almost 2,000, 30% just in a few weeks' time using the correct strategy. And the reason why we bought these is actually because um, first for all, is because if you look at market screener, go to one by one market screener, and you look at the change of the EPS, the change of revenue for this stock is quite huge. It's more than 10%. It was actually 30%, and it's never happened before in history. How do you know? You go to the official website and plot the graphs, plot a few year graphs of the EPS guidance growth. You will see that we've never increased like that before. And then when things has never happened before, especially buying stocks is a lot easier to make money than in shorting stocks. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I mean, last week Tuesday, we also talk about, let's say we have Conagra and a bit of Brace a little bit as well. Obviously, the stock went up big time. The whole market went up big time. But if you chose the right stock, like Kana, what we recommend last week, I think. Kind of fruit was down again. The stock was went up 1%. Our S&P 500, let me show you. S&P 500 was up 1.23% big time today. However, you can see if you chose the stock that is actually using our strategy correctly, everything went up today. It's crazy. Look, almost everything went up today. But if you choose the correct strategy, like Robin who went up 7% today, Palantir 2% today. But if you use the correct strategy, you will find that we recommend to short this some time ago. You can see this is, actually this has been quite some time ago, even 13th of May, but it still keep coming down really nicely there. Yeah, today is down another 2% just there. And then what else do we have? We have Brace as well. 12th of June, just right there. Let's have a look. Brace. Yep. So it's been going down. Today there's a small pullback kind of going on quite nicely as well. Cool. Yeah. So what's the conclusion? The conclusion is buying stocks is a lot way easier to sell than selling stocks. That means if you really want to short stocks, we talk about those just really two timing. The first time is actually during March time, you're using seasonality. The second is probably during August time and September time. I'll show you kind of later on. Yeah. So the question is, what should we do right now? When things is going up big time right now and stuff like that. Oh, what should we do right now and stuff like that. And it's very, very normal. Would you buy stock here right now? Any stocks, would you buy it right now at this moment in time? So if to answer that questions now, to answer that questions is just to go back, you know, just to go back. If you are trying to buy stock right now, that just means that you are trying to buy stocks when we reach all-time high, when we were like here, like you'd be like, it's the same situation. Let's pretend you were here. You were in May last year. You were asking the same question. Oh, should I buy stock right now? May last year. You know, should I buy stock right now? Because all-time high, everything looks normal. And then it went out, it went out, just pullback and stuff like that. But eventually it did went down even lower. So eventually things is gonna happen to give you a chance to come back down even lower there. Yeah. So so that's kind of what happened. And so if you buy stocks during extreme fear time, you're just gonna make even more money than any other time. Does that mean that you can't do anything right now? Does that mean that you can't buy and sell anything right now? Warren Buffett wasn't buying anything. If you look at the really, really top traders and investors, it's not actually doing anything right now. Because you know that it's gonna come at a better price. So why do we have to rush? Yeah. So let's apply those strategy right now. Because right now a lot of people will be like, oh, is it time to buy gold? Is it time to buy oil? Is it time to buy a lot of things going on here going on? We only get into those things when it comes to the price that you want. If you want me to buy gold, if you want me to buy oil, it has to be the bottom of the where history has never seen before. That's where the most money is gonna make. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just paying for commission. Like for example, oil right now, a lot of people was chasing, so many people are chasing oil. Like they were like chasing oil here, oh, like chasing oil here, and they are chasing also oil here. And what happened? It went down like that for you. Why? Because you're chasing the price, you're chasing the oil when everyone's going up. And but if you just sit down properly and you just say, you know what, I only want to buy oil when oil comes to the lowest low, and the lowest low where you will almost guarantee to make money on oil is when oil comes down to this 1285, comes to the bottom part. If you want to sell oil, just go to the top just right there. That's where you're almost guaranteed gonna make anything in the middle for things like that. Same thing with Forex. Those people who want to make money on Forex. Anything in the middle, you actually just the odds are not in your favor to make big money. The odds are not in your favor. So if you make any money like that, you want to run away because you're just being lucky. And same thing with goals as well. You can also use some seasonality and stuff. So people often ask, "Oh, Raymond, where's the best time, to kind of get into gold, to can get into all of that, things like that." Gold is really just by supply and demand. It's not an asset producing thing. People buy gold. What do they do when they go home? They can see only, and they pray for another person that's gonna offer more price to buy their gold. So this is all about gold. It's not an asset producing item. Unlike farms, unlike companies, Tesco, if you just put it there, it's making you money every day. Every minute someone going in, you're making you money. Your Tesco, your farm, strawberries is making you money. But gold is just putting it there. So things that is putting it there, a bit of risky like that. If you really, really get into those things, you want to buy right at the bottom. Yeah, in the middle of stuff like that, there's not a lot of things going on if you're just buying the middle. So a really good time to kind of buy gold would just be when you're 20. This is probably 200 ounce or however they call it. Yeah, so you have to wait for it to come back just right there. Yeah. Or would you sell gold? Would you like sold gold right now and stuff like that? Um, selling golds and stuff like that, you have to go through the seasonality. But a lot of these things, as you say, stocks can go higher and higher. things are normally wanting to go higher and higher in value normally. Yeah, so buying stocks is a way easier. Buying things is actually a way easier way to make money. Yeah, just because naturally things wants to go better and better naturally. Yeah, if you're shorting stocks, you're actually thinking the stock's going to go bankrupt, and for that to happen, you need to make sure the guidance is really big, like you've never seen before. The numbers, the earnings figures. Yeah. Anyway, so let's come back to this right now. Let's apply those strategies that we talk about right now and take it from there. So, and by the way, when the internet happened, when the internet bubble happened in 1999, 1998, and everything like that, Warren Buffett got criticized big time. People say, Warren Buffett, have you lost your magic? Have you lost your oracle? Warren Buffett being criticized big time during internet bubble because people will be like, oh, why don't you do something, and stuff like that. Let's see if you can see. Mm, yeah. Anyway, so a lot of traders invest a lot of normal trading investors being criticized big time. People throw stones, people throw eggs at his office and stuff like, oh, why are you not investing in like technology stocks, before the internet bubble? And just because it's not the right, it's just because it's not there yet. And then what happened? And the stock really coming down nicely, like the world has never seen before. And that's how you become the richest of the richest by just doing opposite of what the public is telling you. Yeah. But anyway, so public means what? All these news that you've been reading, even auntie, even 80 years or 90 years old knows how to read news. News is so easily available. Reading news is not going to make you money. Giving an independent, um, giving an independent thinking opinion in trading and investing is actually going against the crowd. That's normally the thing that's gonna make you money. Yeah, a lot of money. So let's come back like when people are fearful, you really do something, or when everyone is jumping in, you just sit at the back. Yeah, some people have FOMO. Like when we are doing this right now, someone is cutting someone else's hair, making money as a barber. Someone is making money as a taxi driver right now while we are doing this right now. Someone is making money as A&E nurse doctors right now. So things comes and goes all the time, while we are doing things. So there's no really you don't really have to be formal because um of getting great at what you're doing, making a lot of money from trading and investing, it's not about being formal. It's just about knowing your strategies and then act when people are being really, really scared. And as I say many times, I need to say it during this kind of economy stage. And as I say, in trading and investing, in life, actually, in life, how many times do you need to be wealthy? How many times do you need to get rich? Is it 100 times every day you wake up, you have to be wealthy? Is it two times? It's actually just one time. You just have to nail it with just that one time, and this is it. Yeah, it's just about that one time. And yeah, in this training, let's see if we have more time. We're going to show you some more powerful stuff. Cool. So let's get straight into it right now. So as you can see, things, draw your trend line, meaning that the best time to buy is when this is week two, when it comes back to your trend line. And you draw your support line, just right there. And there's a little bit of zone of the support line just right there. So a lot of things that and yeah, this is a zone, and people will be like, "Oh, Raven, is this gonna come down? Is it gonna come there? Is it gonna come way down?" We've been seeing the markets for more than 100 years, more than 1,000 years. It will always come down no matter what happens. It's a matter of time. It's just whether when it comes down, are you actually ready though? That's it. Are you actually ready? Yeah. Anyway, now let's come back. Step three. So that's just technical analysis. On our week four videos, this is when we talk about the traits. So sometimes if you don't want to wait for extreme fears, now the easiest way to make money, the easiest way to make money is where during extreme fear time, You choose some stocks that is super high growth. Okay, you choose some stock that's super high growth. And I show some of you before if you're on the proper level training. Let me just do it very, very quickly right now. Those of you have completely no clue. That's fine as well. How do you find some really, really high growth stocks? You go to week four videos and you go to guidance really one by one to find some of the stocks that's increased the most like you've never seen before. So first you go for the sector that's kind of high growth first. Out of so many sectors, obviously AI and stuff like that is a high growth. So you choose through technology. And then once you've done that, you go to fundamentals. You want to have some high growth stock. So we want to be at least every quarter is 10%. One quarter is 10%. 1 year, how many quarters do we have? 4 quarters. So 10% around 40%. So in this website, it gives you around for free, it's around over 30%. So you click over 30%. You click oops. So sales growth for the past 5 years to EPS growth 30%. Just find some really high growth. Now you don't have to use this screener. You can the right way is going to market screener, the week four video, go through one by one. Yeah. And then the EPS growth quarter to quarter. We want to be at least 30%. Just trying to find some high growth stocks. And then what else? And then you go on here, you know, high growth quarter to quarter. So you have what? You have around 10 of these, something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then sales growth, if you want the growth to be higher, you do a little bit of that as well. Something like that. So you find these 8 companies. So during extreme fear time, let's say if you have bought, I don't know, a firm holding, would you have lost a lot of money or would you have made a lot of money? The last time when we had extreme fear, so just go to the website a little bit. Now some people are like, Raymond, why is your website like that? Like some people find my website like that. Let me show you what Warren Buffett website. What inspired me to make websites so easy to load like that. Not a lot of loading going on. Why is it like that? Because if you look at Berkshire Hathaway website, it's the same. It's like that. There's not a lot of fluff. There's nothing. It's literally just like this is Berkshire Hathaway. This is Warren Buffett website. So some people are like, wait, where's the website like that? Because I'm just trying to make it very simple, easy to go through. Like look, everything is there. You go to Berkshire Hathaway website. There's no graphic. It looks like 1995 website, and it works. And he's the richest person in the world. So because recently, they were talking about why my website like that. Because Berkshire Hathaway website is like that. Warren Buffett website is like that. But it's fine. We can edit it a little bit, but the loading is going to be very low, very slow, and stuff like that. But anyway, we're thinking to change this just to make things a lot easier for some people. Anyway, so let's continue. So yeah, we click green and fear just real quick like that. Um, so we are in a great stage. We're waiting. We're still waiting for it to come to the extreme fear stage. You can see we're almost coming there very slowly. It's just a matter of time we're gonna be there. Yeah. So you can see the last time when we were on extreme fear, 7th of August. If you have bought some stocks, if you go to the guidance vigorously, the week four video, the guidance vigorously, you will see that it's really, really nice there. Yeah. And saying the last time we have extreme fear is 8th of April. Okay. 8th of April. So around 10th of April, 8th of April, just right there. So the question you ask is, okay, what kind of stocks would you have bought during this situation? Obviously, some people will be like, oh, I would just go into like normal stocks. And I used to say for beginners, I used to say, if you buy like, I don't know, if you buy the QQQ or the VOO or the index, most people if you just do that, you will make around 15% return just from here, 7th of April to top of here. So if you just bought it just right there, um, this is kind of higher level training, but I'm just going to show you a little bit so you can see just right there. 48 to right now is around 60. 48 to 60 is around 20% return. So if you bought like SP 500, if you bought extreme fare, you're gonna 20% return. But if you use our strategy that we show you in the week four training, really find stocks that is the high growth stocks. Find stocks that's actually earning guidance increase big time. We have so many students who just joined, so you might not be able to get it straight away. But on the later training, you're probably gonna get it. If you get into apprenticeship training, that's even more powerful. So, for example, we filter some high growth stocks. That means they increase like 30%, 30%, 30%. This is the highest. The first one is a firm. And if you bought a firm, I don't know, during what we said. So it's gonna be 7th of April. This is extreme fear. It's 3. Today is 6. From 3 to 6, how much money is that? You can see you make 100% of your return just like that. From 3 to 6. Yeah. And it's keep growing and growing. Today's went up around 5%, 4.86%. While SP went up just 1%. Yeah. And the list keeps going and going. Cradle, for example, if you bought Cradle, this is 8 companies. Chances are if you bought any of these 8 companies, you have 100% of return, 5 times to 6, 7, 8 times of what you have bought if you just buy SP 500. That's where you use our week 4 video. You go vigorously one by one, the earning guidance one by one. If I do the second one, Cradle, Cradle went up another 8% today. So if you have bought it just 7th of April, which is extreme fear, at that moment, today went up big, big time. So when was that? What number is that? 3 to 9. 3 to 9. How many times is the money? Can someone tell me? 3 to 9 in 5 weeks' time. How many times is your money? How many times you make back your money? Type in the chat box for me real quick. 3 to 9. How many times is this of your money? Type in the chat box real quick for me. If you choose some guidance stocks that is increasing big time, if you go through the training properly, if you do the homework properly, um, this is a bit higher level training. We teach our apprenticeship how they can make money so fast. Um, so how many times? Let me look at the chat box real quick. Yeah, a lot of people say 3 times exactly, and 3 times your money just like that. This is 300% of your money just like that using our strategy. And well, if you just choose any other stocks, I don't know. If you choose like Warren Buffett stock, Raymond say, or somebody else say, you can buy any stock. If you choose Berkshire Hathaway stock, like something that is not so high growth, if you buy it during extreme fear time, what day is extreme fear? Let me have a look. Is here, isn't it? 8th of April. If you bought it just right there, 4 to 4. So the money will still be the same. But if you chose using our strategy, you can see the money is growing big time. Do. Yeah. So this one is from 3 to 4. 3 to 4 is around 30% as well. Let's look at this. Today went on a 4. Monday.com just at the bottom here, 2 to around 3. 2 to 3. Yeah, it's around 50% returns as well. Just going like that. So any of these that you chose would have made even more than anything. If you want to be a bit more strict, you just put a little bit more strict just right there. Yeah, like number 4, retire Samsara Monday, retire Palantirs as well. If you use our strategy properly, Palantir, if you bought at Extreme Field, which is just here, 7th of April, from 6 to 1-4, you 2 times your money like that. If what I just show you is quite powerful, can you just type in the chat box and say powerful? If what I just show you here is quite powerful, can you just type in the chat box and say powerful? So we can continue to deliver this kind of content. Yeah. So we've got Sean is saying powerful, Kim is saying powerful, Jay is saying powerful, Claire is saying powerful, Amina Balas, Evelyn, Chris, Javier, Abu Hash, Brandon, you are absolutely right. These are content you really will not find it anywhere else. So well done for a lot of you who decided that you invest in yourself continuously to get good at trading and investing. Yeah. But anyway, so all of these, how do you find all of that? You by going to the week 4 training, by going to the homework to see if they increase big time. And if they increase big time, you put on your watch list. And when doing extreme fear, you just click your button and the money just roll in like that. Yeah. A lot of these Palantirs and stuff like that, when it increase like that, it's actually already on the list that a lot of people do already on the week 4 training. So this is now, I'm going to get into week 4 training right now. A little bit more detail. So let's have a look. I'm going to go through some of your homework right now. Let me see. 6 of 18 of April. Now, for Kelvin, we need a proper guidance written down here. But let me just show you how do you go through. First step, you go to market screener, and then you go to guidance, and then you go to the guidance one by one. Go to type the chat box, type it one by one, just to see if anything actually increased big time. So let's have a look. This one increased from 255 to 268. 255 to 268 is not a very big kind of increase. Expect quarter in the range reported in the first diluted. Yeah. So because they only say the second quarter to be in the range, they didn't tell you what happened before. So you have to go through the one before just to see what the number is. So if you use 255 minus 2.67 is a wrong number. Okay. So what I'm trying to do right now is you remember guidance, you give you Q1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm just gonna explain very quickly right now. Um, but if you're in the right training, we're going to explain properly. So this is 255. They expect 255, isn't it? So expect 2. Let me just write down here. They expect here 255. All right. I'm just going to write down. Anyway, they expect 255. So what you do, and then the 0.67 is what happened in the first quarter. And what we want to do is we want to do guidance to guidance, and we want to compare the same thing. So if they give you Q2 now, this 255, what you're supposed to minus what happened last year to see what is the increase. If the increase is 10% or more, then this is something we're going to be looking into. But if it is less, then we don't even want to look at it because there's no growth. So if there's no growth, your money is not going to grow. So that's just a situation. So Kelvin, the way you calculate it is not very right. I recommend you to watch a week 4 video again. Okay? Because you're using 2.55 minus 0.67. These are different things you're minusing. The first one is 2.55 is the earning. 0.67. So what you're supposed to use is you want to be using 2.68 minus 2.65. You want to minus same quarter. Summer to summer. You are minusing between Q2 and Q1. Yeah. So summer and winter, when we sell ice cream, things can be quite different. Anyway, let's go to the next one. What is this? ADMA Biologics. Let me look at the date. 5/7. This is a bit late. We want something recent. Rina. 5 March is a bit late. Let me see if there's any recent one. I'm only looking at the recent one because that's the one that's going to make money. March, yeah, it's a bit late, but very well done. A lot of you are doing really well done. Um, let's go to the next one. This is also a bit late. Why? Is this my spreadsheet problem or what? If you have done the homework, type in the chat box so I can look at your homework. Otherwise, you might want to keep your peace forever. And there's no right to wrong answer because so I can know what your level is at and I know if you've been doing rightly or wrongly. So first of all, Peng, the problem is there's no date here. June 18. Okay. Okay, let's go through it. This 1.16, 1.20, 1.02, 1.2 to 1.16. They're talking about Q1 full year expecting to be 1.16. So 1.2 to 1.16 is not very big. June 17. We want something later as well. I think we go through this last week, didn't we? May 8. Peng, where's the latest one? Let me see. If you've done your homework, please type in the chat box so I can look through yours. In reality, I will delete all of this. I just want the latest one on that latest week. 620. I think this is the latest one. Essential. Okay, let's look at Essential together. Essential is also a very, very, very well-known company in the UK. Let's have a look. So first step, I want to look at the latest one to see if it is even worth looking at. So EPS 12.577, revenue 1.69 to 17. So it's very similar, not very big. So yeah, if it's not very big, that means we normally just skip it straight away, yeah? Because it's not very big. Yeah, it's just not too big. Yeah, it's not massive. Now, how does a growth rate of 30% the filter comes into this? If I find the Palantir, I will show you kind of later on because Palantir is one of these. Because you want to calculate the growth rate of the company to see how much is actually growing. Look, 16.5 to 16.2, the revenue is not growing. 16.2, 16.219, 1B. If you're trying to buy stocks during exchange fear, how do you choose some stocks is gonna to buy? You want to see something is growing. 16.2, 16.9, the growth is less than 10%. 16.9, 17 is less. The growth is non-existent. So we wouldn't even buy this during extreme fear time. You might as well just buy something else. You're going to make more money. So let's pretend if you buy Accenture during extreme fear time, let's see what's going to happen. Something that is not growing, something the earning guidance is actually quite bad. So you can see that if you bought this during extreme fear time, which is like 11th of April, you will see that your money is the same. Yeah, your money are very, very similar. Cool. Let me just go through 18th of June. But you're doing really well. I think that you know how to plot the graph. Who is this guy? This is very, very well done. Whoever will do this homework, you're doing so well. The good news is I think you know how to plot the graph, but it's just about finding something a little big, okay? So 132, 100, 113, 163. So you can see 100 to 132. That's okay increase, is 30% increase. Net sales 20 to 51. It's actually a very big increase. So this could be a nice things to look at. 24 minus 7 is 18. How come we didn't look at this last time? What stock is this? Let me have a look. GMS seasonality. Yeah, there's a bit of down going on in the June time. But yeah, but this looks good. 18th of June, buying this is should be fine. Let's backtest a little bit more. Let me show you exactly what I meant. If you don't understand this, fine. This is just numbers comparing to see if the numbers go up, we buy. My numbers goes down, we sell. As simple as that. So let's see. Let me see. How do we do this? So let's start from here. 145, 166. So from here to here. So 145, 166 increased a little bit, so they went up a little bit. And then 163 to 160, very similar. The stock are very similar. 113 obviously is very low than that, almost cut half. You expect the stock price to cut half because this is half of that. 67 to 38, 113, everything cut half, so the stock should have gone down massively using our strategy. This has never happened before, it just cut half like that. 38.20, 11300, also down, so it's continue to go down. And then now 51, 132. So it should go back to where it used to be, which is 132, would just be around here. 123. Just be kind of around there. So it's a up situation, but it looks like we need a little bit more back testing. Let's see a little bit more at the back to see, do we have the same situation here where company used to lose money, suddenly everything double, and what happened to the stock when that happened? So let's read it together. Negative 35, negative 30, negative 20, 11 139 170. So when 139 becomes 170, stock did went up a little bit there. And then 170 is the same. So stock stays the same a little bit. 170 to 123 is supposed to come down. But this is a winter rally, so everything goes up. The whole world just go up. So yeah, there's not much of back testing because there's not a lot of data to work on. But based on our strategy, if you use 132 minus 100, 51 minus 20, it does look like it's a good buy. So if you have bought this on the 18th of June, which some students did, you should have made some money. Let's have a look. G, what's that called? Kind of like GMS there. Did we talk about this last week? It looks sounds quite familiar, but why didn't we include that into what's that called? Why we didn't include that into our like list like that? Let's see. Hmm. Let's see how many percent. 132 to the 30s, 30%, 50. This looks good. So now the question is, where would it go to? Okay, that's the question. Okay, let's say I buy it right now. Where's my target profit? This is where plotting the graph is so nice because you get to see 132.51. You look through backwards. Last time, where is 132 and where is 51? This is it. So 132 last time was around here. So the stock might go all the way high up to 123 here. So this is kind of like a limit there. This is in December 7 time. Okay. So you say to yourself, the stock might not go way higher than that. Okay. 160 is here. So it shouldn't go like higher than 160. Let me continue. So yeah, because if you want 132 and 51 to go higher and higher, higher continuously, what needs to happen? You need to make sure that this is actually the highest that we ever seen in history. But it's not. Last time we have 160 and we have 77 million, and our stock reaches here and it stops. So you say to yourself that, okay, let me see where it's gonna go to. It shouldn't go to all-time high. If this stock is at all-time high, on the 18th of June is went to all-time high, you say to yourself, you wouldn't have bought this stock because it's near all-time high. Because all-time high, the money is supposed to be 160, and I'm only 132. How can I be all-time high, my stock price, when my money is so less? Yeah. So let's have a look together. GMS. So I'm gonna type GMS to see what's the price, to see if we can buy and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's kind of what happened. There's GMS. So obviously this the price went up, jump up really nicely just right there. And it's kind of jump up to all-time high there. Exactly what we talked about just now. It jumped up to all-time high there. Yeah. So what does that mean? That means that in order to justify my price to be here, I need to be a 168, and I'm not at 168 yet. So this is not something I would sell my house to go all in and buy because I'm not at all-time high. Okay, my price is not at all-time high. My price is 132. How can I think? How can I have the audacity to think that I'm gonna reach all-time high when last time 160 is doesn't even reach all-time high properly. Okay, well done. Let's go to the next one. Jabel 17. I think we talked about this as well, isn't it? Um, okay, let's see if we can buy this. Okay, because this is going higher and higher. So let's do using all-time. So 27, 29. Okay, is bigger. And 19.33. Now the problem that I'm reading, okay, continue. 9, so it's also higher. So it looks like everything of this is higher than that. Okay? Everything of this is higher than that. So you can justify like, okay, this is continuing gonna go to all-time high. Because the numbers that we are reading is higher than what we've read everything in the past here. So you'll be like, okay, this stock can continue to go all-time high. All right? Because there's no ceiling on this. So let's take a look at this. Jabel 17 of June. Let's see. Yeah, you can see a lot of our students would have already bought this on the 17th of June, especially the apprentices. Let's see if they do the homework. So 17, let's say you missed the 17. Let's say you get it on the 18. Let's say you were too late. Let me just change the brightness a little bit. Yeah, so it's around here 18 and it went up really, really nicely. Every single day is going up. Yeah. So, and we'll be like, oh, why is this different to that? Because the all-time high of this number is 8.95, but now it's 9.33. So obviously, we have the audacity to go even higher than that just because we have made more money than we ever see in the history of this company. Hence, the stock can go up. Yeah, write that down. Your stock will always go in the direction of how much money you actually made on that stock. Like, I mean, the stock will always go up according to the to the stock will, the stock will always go up to the potential of the stock, to how much money the stock actually make. Yeah. Well done. Let me look at the next one. Don't you want me? Cause you don't you. My back is getting darker and darker. That's crazy, isn't it? Let me continue. Let me just find something. Cardinal health. Okay, so let me see anyone who did the homework so we can go through your things straight away. Do. Mm, where's the homework? Okay, this is Manchester. Okay, this is where we did. Well done on Manchester. This is where we did. You can see just to refresh back the memory. You can see Manchester is always why we recommend to buy 2 weeks ago. You can see Manchester is always 125 and then 145 and then 145 and then 145. It's always 145. Suddenly 190. We've never seen it goes 190 before. So 50, it's around 30-40% increase like we never really seen before. It's always the same. It's always just 125, 110, 110, 125, 150, 140, 150. So you'll be like, where's the ceiling, Raymond? When should I take profit out of Manchester? 190, if 190 is the highest that we ever seen, that would be, that means the price will go to the highest has it ever seen. So 190, let me see if there's any 190 in the past. So it doesn't look like we have no 190 in the past. So what about revenue 660? It looks like everything is the highest. So when the stock is at the bottom, when everything is the highest, you just say to yourself, I know that this stock is going to go to the highest. So if I go to Manchester, you know, if you go to Manchester, just a bit right here, and yeah, so the price is kind of at the bottom right now. If you backtest properly, you know that 190 is the most money that this stock has ever made. The revenue is the most that this guy has ever made. Then you'll be like, this the ceiling, the place where I should take profit on that is when it's at the highest. So it's probably just be, the highest, which is around here. So you just be on the conservative a little bit, which is around just right there. Yeah. Or you can use some, but you have to backtest to see the previously what is the highest number this company has ever made to see if now is actually the highest. Cool. So let me see if we have a latest homework going on here. Mm-mm-mm. This is very beautiful, but what's going on there? What is this? Who is this? Okay, nice. This is essential, isn't it? Nice, awesome. Yeah, we talked about essential just now. You want the essential numbers to be huge. The previous one, let me see, what's the latest number for essential? So I probably can do this from here. So set 2024 here. So June and June. So I look at the numbers to see if it's huge. 17, 16. Really? Just like 16.9 though. 16, 15. It's very similar. Not big enough. Okay, let me look at June. Okay, this is last year. Okay. Diluted. 11, 12. Yeah, it's very, very small. Okay. Not huge enough. So when it's not huge enough, you don't have to plot so many things anymore. But well done for plotting. At least you know how to do it. But when it's not huge enough, you don't have to plot so many things. You can literally just skip to the next one that is actually huge. Let's look at the next one that we got. Anyone did the homework? One more time, type that mini. Let's look at that mini. Don't you want me? Cause you don't you, baby. Okay, Darylin, Damini found Darylin increased 11%. Let's see if it's something we want. So, 31 million to 35 million. Let me continue. 50 million to 31, 31 to 35. But this is 50 though. Before that, no guidance is given. Okay, okay, this is comedics. Let's look at this. 9. Okay, let's continue. 9, 9, 9, 9, 10. All right. Continue. 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10. Hmm. Because it's a new year, let's look at what happened new year. Because 25 to 26 is a new year, increase 11. Let's look at 24 to 25, how much it increase? 6%. Okay. Um, Now the thing with this is that um so these Darden companies is thinking that these stocks is gonna go up by 11%. On our filter, our screener just now, this is a full year 11%. Okay. This is a full year 11% from 25. It's not a quarterly, okay? Full year 20 to 26, they're gonna say that they increase 11%. Okay? Nvidia, for example, Nvidia used to be quarter one, revenue used to be 60, and then quarter two, the revenue is used to be 120. Straight away in the one quarter, Nvidia used to increase 100%. One quarter is 100%. What about 4 quarter? You times four. How much is that? 400% return in 1 year. And we are in 2000, 2 years ago. Yeah. Right now it's increased like 20, 30% a quarter. A year is also more than 100%. So this way you calculate yourself. You'll be like, if I'm gonna buy this Darden restaurant right now, that's increased 11%. I might as well buy Nvidia, for example, that increase I think it's 20% per quarter. You times four, it's around 80% the whole year. So would you want to buy something with 11% growth or 80% growth? You'll probably choose 80% growth. Yeah. So I'm just giving you an example on how do you calculate the growth rate of a company. Okay. How do you calculate growth rate of a company? You just look at the difference between this and that. Look at the difference between this and that, and it says it's only 11%. So the growth of this for the whole year is 11%. So chances are if you buy this company, your money is gonna grow like probably 11%. Yeah, which is not too powerful. Let's look at Darden. Today is negative. Can you see? Well, the whole stock went up big time because a great investor will know that, there's much better thing out there. It's just going sideways. Yeah. So we are teaching you some really, really powerful stuff. The more you come to this training, the more you're gonna get clearer on on things. Let's go to the next one. So Dalilin, we have Nucor. This is 18. Nucor increased 466. Yeah. So let's see if this is actually true. I'm gonna make it bigger. So this is 0.87. This is 0.55. This is 0.45. This is 2. Wow. So if you want to buy two, if you think it's gonna go higher and higher, let's say you bought now, the question you ask yourself is how much higher it's gonna go. So very simple. 2 is here. So you go back in time to find when it's 2. So it looks like it's going to go up here and it's going to finish. This is 15, okay? Because we have a 2 here, all right? Let's see if there's any more higher than that. There's a 3 here. Wow, there's a 3, 2, there's a 4. So 2 is not big for this company, but it's still, at least you know that where's the ceiling at, okay? Roughly. So let's look at what happened for this Nucor Corporation on the 18 when it went up 400% at that moment on the 18. Let's see. The 18. Yeah, 18. Let's say you got it late, you got on the 20, just right there. Yeah, not bad. Today's went out another 2% just right there. It's quite close. This is something we could probably buy actually. Now, in order for us to have the confidence to buy, you need to see where's the ceiling. We know that the first ceiling is on the 15. That's on just the first ceiling. But let's look at it carefully. So last time is 4. Even 4 is at 15s as well. 2.75 is also at around 15. 2 is around 15. 3, okay. And then 2.2. So we need a little bit more. We need to go back in time a little bit more date. Just look at where's the ceiling at. Okay? Let me just explain to you so you understand what I meant. Because it's saying that now this company is gonna make 2.55 amount. Okay? The money that this company is gonna make is 2.55. 2.55. So the task is very simple. You just ask yourself, last time, where's the price at when it's 2.55? If you know, do we have, is it here? If it's here, then you wouldn't have bought them because you know that last time 2.55 is only here. But if it's higher, then you have done something. But based on our very limited data that we read just now, it looks like 2.55 is just be here. So potentially we might go all the way there. Okay. So let's open more details to see where it's going to go into. How do you find this data? You will find this data um on back testing them or on ChatGPT because you just want data. Okay, let's see if you can find them. We have a tool that's thousands of pounds, probably £5,000 a year, roughly there. Depends on how you do it. And if you're on the apprenticeship training, the bonus is that if you're on it and the apprenticeship training this month, you're probably gonna get it. So let's have a look on the proper level one. So I'm gonna type it. What is this? What company is this at? Let me see. Nucor. Let's see if we can find this thing. Nucor. Go to guidance. So looks like there's not really here. That's fine. So if it's not there, then what we could do, let me just type here, Nucor. Financials, no result. Okay, there's some financials here. Okay, let's see if this financial is good or not. All right. We want a date range of, let's see how many years they're giving us the financial. 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. What's going on? 2, 4, 2, 4. Let's see if they give you a little bit more date range. What is this? Let's do annually. They are giving us from when to when. Let me see. 21, 21, 22, 22. Numbers a bit weird here. But anyway, let me show you how we get the number. Okay? Let me show you how we get the EPS number on this complicated number. So it says that the numbers that we read here is what? 2.55. The EPS is 2.55. That's it. When the EPS is 2.55, you just want to find where is the EPS at. Let's see if we can find it. 222. This one probably is not there. I think we need something else. No happy hour today. We will back tomorrow. What's that even mean? Okay, let's look at something else. We're gonna use our AI tool. So I'm gonna share. So give me the past 20 years of EPS for what is this company? Nucor Corporation. Starting from the most Recent one. Let's see. Mm, mm, oh, mm, mm. So let's see. Not sure if this number is correct, but let's just accept that. So 24 is 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 1, 2, 7, 2, 23, 28, 18. What did we see just now? Hmm. Is it a quarterly guidance or oh this looks like a quarterly guidance actually. Q2 full guidance EPS 2.55. It does look like a quarterly guidance. Yeah, we need to kind of see what guidance is this. Is it a quarterly guidance or is it a yearly guidance? How do we see here? Full year EPS per share. Mm. Because it's a quarterly, we have to times four. Yeah, or we plus the past four. So we get the number. But let's see here. The quarterly that we have is 0.67. That's last time, 0.67. Do we have that? Um, Probably very close. Okay. So this stock is a bit so yeah, 2.55 is not the highest of this stock has actually been. If you look at this stock carefully, it's like a bell, literally. 2020, 23, 2, 3, 2, and then 2, and then 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, it's like a bell. It used to do quite well, and then it went back down. It's like a bell. And now potentially it's gonna go up. So to go up, we need to know where it's gonna go to. 255. So we just have to find where's 255 on the Q2. Q2 used to be here. So it looks like Q2 is probably gonna be 15. You see 15, 255, 22. Yeah, this Q2. We just need more of this Q2. Let's see if there's more Q2. I only have one Q2 here. Yeah, it's about plotting it a little bit to be saying that we're gonna buy this, but yeah, so it's not there yet. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one, where it's a lot easier to analyze. So some people are like, oh, this is 400 percent return. This is 400 increase. Why we didn't really being so eager to buy this? Yes, there's a chance it might go to 15. Um, it's just that we need to back test a little bit more to see where it's gonna go. But we're gonna put on a watch list anyway. Nucor Corporation. Let's put on a watch list. So we've got 24th of June. We got this Nucor Corporation. It's saying the EPS will go from last time quarter two. So quarter two last time was 2.2. 2.2 to 2.55. I'm not so sure this is a full guidance or yearly guidance or anything, but there we go. Okay. Because we have to, it's not saying correct clearly, this student. Saying EPS will go from 2.2 to 2.4, I think. 2.55. Yeah. So normally it will be a buy, but the target is kind of around 15K. So we need to back test a little bit more to see where is the real target price. All right. Let's look at the next one. What do we have? We have Proteina. Let's see. Can we short this guy? So 120 loss, 120 loss, loss 1970. If you look at it carefully, you will see very beautifully. Loss 229, loss 129, loss 120, loss 197, loss 100. And then now what? So it actually lost less money. Okay? Lost less money. Can we buy something when it's lose less money? Let me continue, yeah. 150, 225, lost more, lost more, lost less. Look, last time when he lost from 229 to 120, the stock's supposed to go up, but it didn't. So because of that, we wouldn't really be so keen to buy now. Yeah. Even though this company lose less money, but we might as well buy something that's actually make more money rather than lose less money. Oxford Industry. Okay, that's cool. Let me see if there's anyone else who did the homework. Health peak. Okay, let me read this. This guy is the next level. Like, they just put this on like that. Sarah, what's happening? You have to go to the guidance and do it one by one, please. Like Damini, like how Damini do it. If you want to, oh, okay, this is the past. Okay, let's look at the latest one. We need to look at the latest one, by the way. 0403. You need to look at the latest one, otherwise it doesn't count. I'm not sure what's happening here. Let's delete this. This is confusing. But well done though. Let's delete this as well. Do. Anyone did the homework? If it is too old, we're just gonna delete it. Otherwise it's gonna be a bit what? A bit missing. Okay, let's look at this. Qingyu 4. 4 is too old. We want something latest. 5. 5. 5. Qingyu, we need something latest, please. Not something that happened ages ago. Let me see at the bottom. Yeah, this is all ages ago. I'm just gonna delete this. Well done. Who else do I have? Let me look at it carefully. Do. We need the date. Where's the date for this? March 05. Capri, I think. Do. 522. A bit late as well. Let's delete this. Mm-mm-mm. Yuri. Who else? Just gonna look at my phone because people keep sending me the homework, but I see nothing. Do. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Mm, let's see. Who do we have here? So many, but I can't see any. Okay. Anyway, maybe they can't find any. Let's see. We're gonna go into ChatGPT to help us. Please give me um top 10 companies that decrease their learning guidance, their most recent Just type it and see. Please can you top 10 companies that decrease their most recent earning guidance by at least 20%. Top 50 public companies and give me their release date, please. Let's see, it's trying to increase their power. Am I using the proper one? Let me have a look. I should be having a proper one. What's my login for that? Let me have a look. I'm gonna send a code. 313442. Okay. This one. Oh my God, where is it gone? It's finished. Yeah, earning guidance by at least 20%. Give me, yeah, later. Give me. Do. Let's see if this guy give us anything. We have cold state upgraded 4 year amid strong performance. We need the amount. Coning, we need meaty, card Fraser group. Why just a sample? Public announced are rare. Generating 50 paid data. Bloomberg FUD my search across did not surface 50. What can you do instead? Narrow data. I see. Do. I need to use the right login. January 14, February, June, February. Okay. Just to show everyone how to actually do it properly. First, you go to market screener. And then you go on to, if you're on the right training, you should get this for free as well. Then you go into guidance. Let's say you want to short stocks. You can go to profit warning to see if there's any profit warning kind of going on. And you want to change the country. Just put US for now. I just put US for now. So we have June 18. So probably there's nothing going on other than that. And let's see, steel dynamics. So normally what you will do, you will look at how much is the difference in the guidance kind of straight away. So let me have a look. So this is okay. And then we have, what is this? Academy Sports and United Natural Food. Do. Academy Sports, United Natural Food. Okay, this is an interesting one. You can see 10th of June, which is just right here. If you shorted this 10th of June, up this earning guidance, let me just click it. Fiscal net sales 31, net loss 80 and loss in the share, net income. Update for the year, now expect 31, net loss 80, net income 31. So you can't really see what happened in the past. So how do you see what happened in the previous quarter? You copy this and you type into Google and you get a number. Let's get a number real quick, just to show how you get a number. Type investor and you click on that. And then you go on press release. That's the latest one. We don't want just the latest one. You want the one previously as well. So you go on financial and then you go on quarterly data and you just click the number. So this is Q3 now. You click Q3, you click Q2, and you want the one Q3s as well. And you just compare the number. So if you go to guidance, let's see, is the guidance there? Yep, the full year is around 30. Let's make it very easy. 80, okay? 80 is what they say. So you saw here as well, it says net loss around 80. This is what happened now. There's no money to be made if you don't compare. So you want to compare what happened last time. So let's see what happened last time. This is June. This is what? This is June's as well. So let me look at the one that's not June. March. March is 31. Sorry, where are we from? 13. So it's actually saying that this company is actually going to lose way more money from 13 in March. It's saying that you're going to lose now how much? 80. So previously it was 13, now 80. That's crazy. That's huge. 0.15 is going to lose. Now it's going to lose 10 times more money. Yeah. And free cash flow is the same, capital growth is the same. So it just looks like this company is going to lose way more money. So it's a lot of students would have already showed this company on the 10th of June when kind of this happened. So what do you do? What do you do? You go on here. Where is this? 10th of June. You can see everything is going up. The stock, the whole world is going up. While this since 10th of June it's been coming down really, really nicely just right here. So let's skip this 10th of June. Let's pretend you get 1 day late. So it's just coming down really kind of nicely here. So let's put on the watch list just very quickly. This is a bit late now, just because a lot of students who have done this homework, you would have get it way earlier, INC. Short because okay, the problem is the revenue is the same, the sales is the same, sales is the same. However, the email my if you want to do the home if you want to submit the homework, you just type in the chat box and we can see homework. And what was I saying? So the revenue is the same, the free cash flow is the same. That's the only problem. However, the loss from went from negative 13 to negative 80. That's quite huge. And then yeah, negative 15 to negative, I think 8. So what's that mean? So you have to plot the graph. So you continue to plot the graphs. You don't just take 2 quarters. You don't just take 2 quarters like what I show you. You continue to go back to really as many quarters as possible, like 8 quarters, at least 2 years if we want. And then you see a pattern. Okay, what's the pattern? You want to see if it's always been going up nicely. The stock is always, the money has always been going up. Suddenly, now from negative 13 to negative 80, never seen before. Then you want to short this big time so that because it never happened before, because it's always going up. However, if this stock that you back test, you see the past, if this stock is always coming down, negative 13, and then it was like negative 40 the last time, negative 80. It's always been down, 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 down. Then you'll be like, maybe this time the down is not so huge. So that's the meaning of backtesting. You see the same situation today, go back in time to see if it happens. This is why it's so important to plot the 8 quarters graph. And it's not too difficult to plot the graphs. Makes sense? It's not too difficult. Basically, what I did, I go on this market screener. If I want to show a stock, I go on profit warnings. This is where the warning comes. Okay. And if you want to show the stock, you're going to go to guidance straight away. You go to guidance straight away. This is what you do. FedEx, Aero, FedEx. You go to one by one, literally one by one, just to see a big difference in their numbers. Okay. Just to find some really, really big difference in their numbers. And you Google straight away. You Google it straight away. How do you Google it? Like, for example, let me just do FedEx for you. Yeah. FedEx, for example, 14 minutes ago, you open it. And then what does it say? First, this one reported past tense, you don't care. You don't care. Past tense, you don't care. Past tense, you don't care. This is what you care. Three, growth two. Analysts expect 4 to 21. So this is just what happened now. What happened now is not going to make you money. You want to you want to know what happened before. So what do? You go to FedEx Investor and you do exactly what I just did on the another account. So you open it up and you go on what? You go on financial information, you go on quarterly results, and you open it up everything nicely straight away. So what do? Earning release, PDF, you open it, and then Q2, you open it and you open it. So you open this really nicely. So you go to find the same number that you read just now, which is, let's see, 15, isn't it? So 15 is here. So you'll be like, okay, I got this three just right here. And so you see the three is just right here. And when the three is just right here, and you'll be like, okay, let's find the number. Where's the three coming from? So you literally just go and find the numbers. So let's just see if we can find three. Let's have a look. If we can find the beautiful three, let's have a look. Let me see if we can find the beautiful three just right here. So you can see expect to be 3 to 4, growth 2. So you want to find these numbers where we just read here. June 5, let's see what we have here. We've got March 20. So this is not what we want. We want something that's the latest one. So the latest one will be, let's see if it's released already. Are we doing the same one? March 20. So that's not the latest one. December, that's not the latest one. March 20, that's not the latest one. So we want the latest one. So this is how you check. You want to see, make sure it's the latest one. So go to the website to see where is the latest one. So go to news, earning release. Um, let's see if this is the latest one. Fourth quarter, this probably look like the latest one. And then you probably can click this as well. Yeah, and you click that as well. And then that's what you do. So look at the date. Okay, this is the latest one, June 24th. You compare the date, it's the latest one with market screener. And then you'll be like, okay, what is it? The numbers is 16. Okay, we want the guidance, by the way. A lot of people make the mistake of reading all that. Guidance is just the outlook here. So a flat 2 and then 2.93. So is it the same that what you just written here? Flat 2, 3.44. So where's the 3.4 coming from? Let's have a look. The 3.4 will just be where? Let me see. Yeah, just yeah, 3.4 to 4 after the cost and everything. So now you compare one by one. Now there's first quarter and the full year quarter. Which is more important? Type in the chat box right now. Is the first quarter more important or the full year more important? Obviously, the full year is more important. So that's what you read. So the full year, what did they say? Not much. Okay, not much. There's no earnings, there's no stuff like that. So for that reason, we just have to get these numbers. Okay, so 2.9. Okay, 2.9. And then flat 2 growth over year. So they say year over year growth, which is good, is year over year. And then you go on the one before, which is March, and you go all the way down. And then where? Let's have a look. Flat to slightly down year over year. What is this? A flat to 2. So it's not a big thing because last time is flat to slightly down year over year. and now it's flat to 2% growth. So it's not a big thing to look for. So you just skip FedEx because it's not big, because it's flat to 2% revenue growth. This one is flat to slightly down. It's not a huge thing. Okay. So you want something that's huge. That's it. And then you do one by one and you go to the next stock straight away. So FedEx is not a huge thing here. So you go for the next one. Okay. You go one by one, clicking like that. That is how you make big time. That's how we fund Manchester United PLC. That's how a lot of our students found some really, really beautiful stocks. Yeah. So, or even what's the purpose of doing that? No, the purpose of doing that, you can see the prices went up really, really nicely, like we never seen before. The more it's big, the bigger that it is, the more powerful that is. Yeah. If you don't understand any of this, don't worry. What was I saying? If you don't understand any of this, don't worry. In the later week video, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it later on. But if you're on the apprenticeship training, if you get accepted in the apprenticeship training, I'm so excited for you because we have a tool for you as well to save you a little bit of your time, to help you to do even faster and better. But if you're on the apprenticeship training, you literally can ask me exactly what to buy during the exchange fair time, and we're gonna letting you know exactly what stock I'm buying to grow account big time for apprentices. Cool. That's it for now. I hope you learned something new, but I'll speak to you very soon. Take care now. That's it now. So I hope next week you're gonna do some homework. You're gonna show something here and upload to your week 4 videos. All right? You're welcome. So thank you everyone. Speak to you very soon. We are welcome. Well, goodbye, Amina. We have Abu. We have RJ here. We have Elwin. We have Singh. We have Ami. We have Bobby. We have Brandon. We have Kelvin. We have Claire Divina. We have Abby. We have Anytime, long time. Evelyn. We have Harry. We have Jay. We have Sean. We have Kim. We have Mario May. We have Muhammad. We have Paula, Ralph, Rohana, Rohima, Ruxana, Samana, Suki, Teo. Well done, everyone. I will speak to you very soon. Yeah, just do the homework. It's really not difficult. You can use ChatGPT to help you to find some of these as well. Yeah, just remember what's the key point. The key point, we want something that's so big that it's never happened before. Week 4 videos do it very clearly for you. Yeah. You don't even need this. You don't even need the market screener. You can just read the name of the company. You don't even have to click it. Click the name of the company that just released their earnings. Basically, you want to find any companies that just release their earnings, which companies always do every single day. There are so many other websites out there. And you just want to find that actually they increase their guidance like never before. Yeah, that's about it. And that's where you can print the money, increase 100%, increase 300%, and everything just like that. Yeah, awesome. Speak to you very soon. Take care now. I would say we're learning so much. Re Powerful because breakthrough comes from confusion. So if you get confused, if you don't understand, that means you are getting somewhere. So we are want to congratulate you. Yeah, breakthrough coming from confusion. So well done on that. Awesome. That's it for everyone. Speak to you very soon. And repetition is the mastery of everything anyway. Yeah. So cool. Speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.